version of Janasusasana. We each have a leg out. I'll be going forward first, and we're both going to extend our spines upward. I'm going to support Dawn as I fold forward. She's going to lend a little weight to my forward fold. And in this position, if the person bending back's head doesn't touch, you can always put your hands under your head. So she's feeling for my resistance as I start to get into my stretch here. And we're going to breathe into this together. I'll initiate coming up since I'm forward folded, and she's just going to lighten her weight off of me a little bit to assist the upward process. We'll go the other direction. As I bring my arms up overhead, it brings more weight higher on her back, so make sure that's okay with your partner if you do that. And as we come upright, we're both going to twist toward our partner's bent leg, lifting up through the crown, creating a column together. So now we're going to bend our straight leg back and come into a version of sage twist. We'll lean away from each other. Extend and see your partner on the way down. Lay back over their leg, letting the body open. When you come out of this, you'll roll toward your support elbow and come back up. From here, we're going to come in. You would do that on both sides, by the way. So from here, we're going to come into table pose, one partner with their feet on top. And we'll begin cat and cow. And eventually starting to take this into the circle. So exhaling on the way down in cat. Inhaling on the way up in cow. Doesn't matter if you're in sync or not, actually. And the person whose feet are on top is giving the other person a nice press through the soles of the feet. I'll trade. You may have to adjust your position based on foot length. And so we're going to take this a little deeper and warm up the arms by coming into a back-to-back downward dog. And Dawn, I'm going to have you scoot back a little bit. We'll touch heels. And one person can actually put their heels over the other person to assist them in an Achilles stretch. And so we're going to go forward into a plank pose, bend the knees, and come back. And we'll end, I'll just give Dawn a little more Achilles stretch here. And from here we're going to come into a double handstand. So we're going to bring the soles of one foot together. Oh yeah. Shorten your down dog. We found that that helps us. And you're going to extend the leg. Still pressing into the ball of the foot.
go back. Raise one leg. And we'll come down. Good. And from here, we'll have Dawn come into a downward dog, and we're going to show you some downward dog variations. So I'm going to come around to the front and give her a little bit of assistance in her downward dog. I'm going to put my prayer hands right here on her sacrum, and I'll plant my head right between her shoulder blades. I'm pushing up and back. How's that feel? Great. So this is also helping to open my shoulders. Might as well just go through. Come out of that, and I'm going to have her come down into child's pose. And her arms down by her feet. I'm just going to give her a little bit of back rub. Pressing her sacrum away from her spine. So we're going to come into a pose called cell tower next. I'm going to have Dawn start by coming into downward dog. And I'll come into downward dog in front of her. I'm going to press my foot right on her sacrum for leverage. I'm giving her a little bit of traction through the spine. And I'll lift my other leg into the air. And we'll try, shall we try down dog flying? Here, so I'm going to step, placing my foot flat on her sacrum so I can get both feet up here. And then I'm going to place my feet around her pelvic girdle. She's going to shorten her. And she's flying. To come down, I'll put my foot back in the middle of her sacrum and step down. And what's important here is that you don't step on the spine, especially in the lower lumbar area, but that you step on the flat bone of the sacrum.
Do you want to down child's pose?
Yes. So I'll come down into child's pose and Mom help me.
So I'm just going to lengthen from the center of the spine, pressing out down toward the sacrum and up toward the shoulder blades a couple times.
And do the version where you lay on the back.
And then I'll come over two variations here. You can use your butterfly hands, placing on either side of the sacrum, and press down, giving lots of weight for lengthening of the sacrum. The second variation is to sit down so your partner and you are sacrum to sacrum. And then I'm going to lean back. Is that okay?
Mm-hmm.
And lie on gaze back. I want the back of my head to come into the curve of the back of her neck. And then I can reach my arms out or overhead. We can clasp hands. She can give me nice drawing out of the wrists and shoulders by pulling my hands forward. And then supporting yourself to come back out. You can place your hands on your either side of your hips and gently press in as you roll up. I think that's it, isn't it?
Should we do the Gomukhasana and Anahatasana?
Do you want to split it though?
Yeah, all right, so let's cut it there.